Hey guys, Aquaduls here, and today I'm giving you guys an update to my Legendary Fisherman deck. Now, Legendary Duelist Season 1, we ended up getting a new support card for Legendary Fisherman over here, and it's actually kind of nice. So, I ended up pulling my playset like day 1, the set dropped, and I realized that there was a couple extra cards that I was missing that I wanted for this deck, so yeah, it took me a it was a little hard to get them, but I ended up getting them finally. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this deck profile. I do want to say, just man, I'm very happy with how the character cards from Legendary Duelist Season 1 turned out. They're pretty freaking cool. The Mako one looks awesome. I still think Weevil is my favorite though, so... Starting off, we're playing 3 copies of Legendary Fisherman 1, Mako's original Big Bad Boss Monster. This thing's pretty freaking cool. Hoping one day we get a Lost Art promo of this, because it is censored because of the little ball, the harpoon, which is stupid. But hey, maybe we can finally have that happen. We can get a Lost Art promo of Legendary Fisherman. So Konami, please make that happen. I'm also playing 3 copies of Legendary Fisherman 2, which is pretty freaking good. Not going to be really explaining these cards, as they're kind of old, and I've explained them before in previous videos, so yeah, people should kind of know what they do. And then I'm playing 2 copies of Legendary Fisherman 3, the Big Bad Boss Monster himself. And I'm playing 1 copy of Citadel Well. I just want to show that this the blue ultra rare looks pretty freaking nice up there. Like, it just really complements the card itself. Still just playing 1. I feel like that's all that's really needed. And then for the last Legendary Fisherman monster, like not Legendary Fisherman, but supports it directly, 3 copies of Warrior of Atlantis, because we need to get to Legendary Ocean as soon as possible. So that's it for as far as like the Legendary Fisherman monsters kind of go. Now for the other monsters in the deck, I am still playing the Frog Engine, which is 3 copies of Swap Frog. These ultras look really nice. 3 copies of Dupe Frog. And then 2 copies of Ronin Tonin. Now, a lot of people have told me locally that I shouldn't really, I should drop Duke Frog and Ronin Tonin by 1 each, just because they think frogs aren't that good, because Totally Awesome's at 1. And I think, even though it's at 1, the engine itself is still really freaking good, because, Link plays, and Totally Awesome recycles himself anyway, so, yeah, there's no real reason to do it. Now, for the rest of the monsters, I am playing 2 copies of Tin Goldfish, and 1 copy of the Water Barrier statue. Kind of still playing with that a little bit. The reason why I kind of like the Tin Goldfish is because, let's say I have this with another level, 4. With Legendary Ocean, it becomes level 3. Essentially, I can go into number 47, or I can go into a rank 4 play just very easily there. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's cool, it's a little niche-ish, but if I decide I want to play more of the Water Barrier statue, the Tin Goldfishes are coming out. So that is it for the monsters. Now, going off to the spells, first of all, I'm playing 3 copies of Legendary Ocean. You have to play 3 copies of this card. There's no way around it. It's the heart and soul of the deck, kinda. It's what lets the deck function, essentially. It makes Legendary Fisherman playable. Now I'm playing 3 copies of the new card, Fury of Karushin, which what this does is you can add a Torrential Tribute from your deck to hand, and then if a water monster or / monsters you control will be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish from the graveyard instead. Now, this is really freaking cool because this kind of can help get bring your opponents down to a crawl in a sense, because Legendary Fisherman, the deck's pretty slow. That's just kind of how it is. So rather than speeding the deck up, they just kind of was like, here's something that can help bring your opponent down to your pace, which is kind of cool, I guess. It's nice, but yeah, I still feel like Legendary Fisherman just needs more to be able to, be somewhat of a relevant rogue, not even like, casual deck in a sense, because this deck's pretty casual, but it's pretty fun. Now I'm also still playing 2 copies of Rage Akarushin. This card's still insanely good. And a new inclusion, I'm playing 1 copy of Foolish Burial Goods, because I am playing 3 Torrential Tributes, and I don't want, a dead Fury of Karushin in the deck. Helps get to grave, so we can use that second effect to protect my stuff. So yeah. Now for other one-ofs, I'm playing 1 Terraforming, 1 Foolish Burial, and then 1 copy of Monster Reborn. And that's it for the spells. Now for the traps, I am playing 3 copies of Torrential Tribute. I feel like just right out the bat, if you're playing 3 3 Fury of Karushin, you should be playing 3 of these. Some people will try to argue me with these, saying I should be playing 2, but I'm kind of liking 3. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of playing at 2? We can search it, and it helps with, essentially just helps bring our opponent down to our pace. And then I'm also playing 2 copies of Sea Stealth Attack. And that is it for the main deck. Now the extra deck, you don't really go into a whole lot with this. This is, more of a main deck. The main deck's got the boss monsters and all, but I am playing 1 Mistar Boy, 1 Era, the Water Charmer Gentle, 1 Marincess Coral Anemone, 1 Marincess Great Bubble Reef. Some of you are probably wondering why. Because this locks us into water monsters, so I want to have, I could just say a link water boss monster for, in this deck, and there's just not really a lot. There's not really a lot of water link monsters, and this was just the best one. So, yeah, it's kind of got some synergy with the deck, because, we can essentially draw another card, and then, if stuff gets banished, attack power increases, so that, I believe, should work with the Frog Engine if they banish, face up. So yeah, I don't know. If I'm wrong on that, correct me in the comments. Let me know. But from what I understand, I'm basically assuming that's how that works. So, and then I'm also playing 1 copy of Avermax. I just felt like, this was another, just the best boss monster to go for as far as links go for this deck. Now, for XYZs, I am playing the Bahamut and, Totally Awesome package. Even though we are playing frogs, I just wanted to have Bahamut just in case. In case we can make rank 4, we can. It's there. Now, I'm also playing the number 27 Dreadnought engine, which is, obviously 27 Gustav Cannon Max. And I actually am playing Robot Galaxy Destroyer. Reason why is because we do have a lot of back row decks kind of here in the format, at least locally. If they're not playing, if basically people aren't playing Emancipators, then it's all control decks for the most part. And this ulti does look pretty freaking cool, so I get to use it. And then for the last card of the engine, which is Libby, so 4-card engine right there technically. And with all honesty, it is pretty worth it here, at least for me. The 1 copy of number 47, Nightmare Shark. As I said earlier, it's, Tin Goldfish helps is what really makes this. It's just essentially if they have a big board for whatever reason, we can KO. If we can attack them directly once per game, then why not? Then one Abyss Dweller, one Silent Honor Arc, and then one Hope Woven Spider or Dragon Spider Shark. I could never ever just say that monster's full name. I always just called it, Spider Shark, basically back in the day. But so that's it for the deck, for the extra deck. I know the extra deck alone is kind of like it's debatable, but you're not going to be using it a whole lot anyway. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this deck profile. Sorry that it's up later than I planned. I planned on having this when Legendary Duelist Season 1 came out, but it just didn't get to happen. So give this video a like if you liked it. Comment any comments you have, and then hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. Thank you guys so much for watching.